welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Susan. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So in today's video, I want to talk about making new friends as an adult. As I hope you all know, I recently moved to Ireland and I talked about it in my job testimony video. And by the time I'm posting this, I would have shared how I found accommodation in Dublin as well. So please be sure to check out those videos to get context as to my move here. And excuse me. So I recently moved here and I didn't know anyone when I came here. And before I got here, I was living in Kenya and I lived there for 4 months. And before that, I was living in South Africa. And before that, I was living in Botswana. So essentially, this is my fourth country in life. But the difference is I didn't know anyone here. Whereas Botswana, I had my family, my nuclear family, immediate family. In South Africa, I made tons of friends in high school and university. And in Kenya, I had a lot of family and family friends that lived in Kenya. So I didn't have to do much legwork in terms of socializing. Whereas I got here, I don't know anyone besides my coworkers, and they're great, but I don't want to depend on my work life to be like the source of my social life as well. But I do love my coworkers. They're very sociable. We have a great time together whenever we do hang out. But yeah, I wanted to broaden my friendship horizons, and that resulted in me coming up with like creative ways to make friends. So how did I go about it? So I listened to a podcast called The Psychology of Our 20s by Gemma Smeg. I'm thinking of Smeg, the brand. But yeah, I listened to that podcast and she makes very relatable real life topics about being in your 20s. And one thing she spoke about was it the dating episode? I don't know, online dating. Anyway, she made an episode about using online dating apps. And in this one particular, she had someone from Bumble sit in on this episode. And they mentioned that they have this app called Bumble for Friends. So I have used Bumble before, but we're not going to talk about dating in this video. So I've used Bumble before and I saw that there is a switch to be like, make it platonic of sorts. But now Bumble has made a whole app dedicated to finding friends. So it's called Bumble for Friends, aka BFF. And that is where I decided I'm going to take the initiative to make adult friends, because that's where you can you set your filter for your preferences. You can set up your profile and build it in a way that your interests come across, even in the pictures that you post, the things that you enjoy doing, and write a nice bio. Because guys, please write bios. And I did this because I'm a very sociable person. I'm an extrovert and I do need company to keep me sane in life. And I do love my me time, but I can't have me time all the time. I love interacting with people. So I went on this app and I set my preferences, set up my profile, and I browsed through it. I matched with I think 3 people. Yeah, well, no, I matched with a lot of people, but only 3 people made it out of the Bumble for Friends DMs to WhatsApp. And funny enough, I don't know, I didn't have any expectations going there in terms of the nationalities of people that I met, but I didn't match a lot with Irish people. I think I matched with the one girl, but I was so terrible at the conversation was not flowing. I was going to say I was terrible at texting her, but I'm not a terrible texter. The conversation was not flowing. So yeah, it didn't make it out of the Bumble for Friends DM. So I matched with an Austrian girl and a Malaysian girl and a German Nigerian girl, and I've met all these people in person. So standard procedure, guys, when you meet a stranger that you met online for the first time in real life, obviously you'll meet in public. These are the rules of the law, the society. We don't expect you to be meeting strangers in non-public places. Stop doing that. Stop putting yourself at risk. So yeah, So met in real life. I did a buffet with the one girl, and she even brought another Bumble friend, and like we got together that night. It was such a nice night, like, and we chatted, and then after that like went hiking with two other girls. And another thing I can advise is like expand the group. So what we have done is like we are Bumble friends, and you also made another Bumble friend, and you also made another Bumble friend, and then like we just all get together, and it makes it so nice. And it's so great to learn from different people's experiences and cultures. Like I'm learning so much about all these places I've never been to, first of all, and also learning so much about like all these cultures I've never experienced. So I'm having a great time getting to know all these people, and we do all these other funny activities. Like we've been to museums together, we've gone out for like a drink at the pub together, and like we've spent like a couple of hours together, like just, you know, run of the mill getting to know people stuff. And as usual, like these are the first steps you take to making friends. You know, you won't always meet like a soulmate friend right off the bat. A lot of friendships are slow burns as well, where you start off as acquaintances and then eventually it builds up to that depth of this is my friend, this is the person I can call on and depend on. So I do hope that eventually I do get to that point, because I've only been here for 3 months and I feel like I've done a lot in terms of socializing and adapting for someone who's been here for 3 months. And yeah, I eventually left Bumble for Friends after I made those 3 friends, because I didn't want to be inundated by too many social relationships, because it feels paralyzing, and it's also a lot to handle, because I still have to maintain my friendships back home in South Africa and around the world where all my best friends are scattered. Like how dare us not live in a farm somewhere together where all our homes are within a 5-kilometer radius. So to all my besties, if you're down to do that, like let's make a plan. Put money down on some land in some country that we all like and just live there forever. But we can't do that, and life has its ways of where it wants us to be. So I will make a video about maintaining long distance friendships, because I have been doing that for a large majority of my life, given how my life has been structured. So I would love to make a video about that. But yeah, another place I went to make friends is church. I found a church here in Dublin that I like. I've only been there for 2 Sundays, but I will be going back, and I'm also going to like join their youth group, because I'm still a youth, guys. Please, my birthday is only 3 months away for me to turn 25, and it's like the last year of my youth according to like all these government things, and I don't know about church stuff. But yeah, so church is another place to meet people. But my advice is like, yeah, find a third place. So my first third place was Bumble for Friends, and now this church. And I hope that I will be joining the gym soon. But I feel like people in the gym are also so committed to the fact that they came there for a purpose. So I don't know if anyone is really down to be making friends, but we'll see. But that's a story of me making friends in Ireland. Maybe I'll make new friends in other ways, but please be sure to mention in the comments below, how are you guys making friends as adults? Like, it is hard because we are at work for almost 8 hours a day. So, and you're at these third places for like not even half that time, like maybe 2 hours after work or less. So how are you making friends? How are you cultivating friendships when you, especially people who like, you don't want to make like too close connections in the office. You know, you want to keep that part of your life separate from each other. So yeah, please do let me know, how are you guys making friends, and have you used Bumble for Friends? Will you use Bumble for Friends? Am I crazy for moving halfway across the world and making friends on the internet? Maybe, I don't know. And yeah, also like recommend some other activities I can do with my Bumble friends, or activities I can do to meet new people. But yeah, there are other apps as well, that have been created for the same purpose. There's an app called Meetup that is kind of similar, but like you meet up as like groups of people in public spaces and you can make new friends that way. But I think I could only do like one virtual friendship location at a time, so I haven't done anything from that app. I think I look more to it for like social events. But yeah, that's me, and that is making friends as an adult, making new friends as an adult. And please let me know if you like this content and if I should make more. I'll see you in my next video. Have a great week, because I'm filming this on a Sunday, so enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.